Hey, what's up, everybody? One more video to make before I get up out of here, and this is not a hot take. This is about as bland of a take as you're going to find right now. And this is not even a video I haven't already made. You're going to find this in my Rolodex over the last several days. The Lakers are in trouble. I can't, like, panic mode time. I'm telling you. And it's not because I think we're not going to make the playoffs. It don't matter if we don't make the playoffs, if we just going to get to the playoffs and get knocked off anyway. I would rather not make the playoffs and just bring another superstar kid in. Give me a Cade Cunningham. And that's the thing. It's like, it just shows you how fragile this season actually is. You can go from the second best team or the best team in all of basketball, have a couple injuries, and fall all the way down. Like, all the way down. And as bad as the Lakers appeared to have played tonight, because I haven't even seen highlights, so yeah, but I'm listening to everybody. I'm in the community. I know what the Lakers are up to. Listening to my folks over here, and I'm telling you, like, we are doing bad. We're doing bad. We look bad, and it's hard. It's hard to see where Rob goes from here to find balance between what we need to help us win and what's going to be cohesive when Bron and AD come back. So, like, you can go out and get a player who's a one-man band, who can drop 30, 35 points or something like that, and they'll keep your scoring load strong while we're waiting for those guys to get back. But will that guy fit with them when they get here? That's what Rob is going to have to find the magic potion for. And that's the little wedge he finds himself in between. What's best for the Lakers to keep us in the mix while they're gone, and what's going to mesh well with those guys when they get back. So I hope we're able to make a move that works for us. Andre Drummond definitely feels like a huge Band-Aid. Hell, not even a Band-Aid, a cast for a broken arm or a broken leg. That's what he feels like at this point. He will really help us. Just because he's going to garner so much attention. Even if AD and Bron aren't out there, he draws the defense to him. And if they choose not to go toward him, he will dominate all game long, have one of them 20-25 block games, and we'll win a game without those two players. So if you, like, let's say we were able to acquire Andre Drummond today and put him down there, I think we have a good chance of winning that game, because that's how potent of an offensive threat he is and how dangerous of a rebounder he is as well. So at this point, he's essential. It's not just about, oh, we want to get Drummond, he's going to help us. Now it's like, oh, we need to get Drummond because he's going to stop the bleeding. And if we don't get him, we might bleed out. And look, if we lose like 10 games in a row, I am bracing myself for the AD and LeBron James are going to be sitting for the rest of the season headline. I'm serious. And I know nobody is thinking that or talking that, so I'll be the one to say it. I'm not ruling that out. I'm not. I'm telling y'all, I think we see AD again. I think we see Bron again. But if they were to re-injure their injuries, like, that's simple. So it's a strange place to find yourself in, because you really don't know what to do. Like, you really don't know. You almost have to, like, roll the dice and just figure out what's the best move for yourself. Smart money continues to try to play for a championship, because what you don't want to do is have LeBron James feeling like he can't win here. You know what I mean? Obviously, he and AD can win, but you know what I mean. You don't want to put them in a position to be questioning whether or not they can get it done. They have never questioned whether or not they can get it done together. We don't want to give them that question. We don't want to put that in their head. So you don't want to deplete what makes them tick. Getting rid of little pieces like Caruso and KCP, THT. If you don't bring back the right pieces, you could have a hard sell next season. You could have a hard time trying to keep them as happy as they've been, and that's dangerous. You don't want to play with that. We've already messed up our chemistry by not being able to reacquire Dwight Howard. That was huge. Not bringing back Rondo, also huge. Believe it or not, Danny Green. These are players that, even though they are not super duper stars, they came together to make a very potent championship caliber team. With those guys gone, we have not replaced those pieces properly, and we're missing them, especially Dwight, more than anybody else. So, you know, as a Laker fan, I just sit here and I say, man, I'm preparing for the worst. I'm preparing all of the people who watch me for the worst. I do think they come back from injury, but I'm not ruling out maybe a re-injury and then out for the season. And that is why I have the Nets winning the championship. It's not because I've lost faith in my guys or think that they won't have any chance of coming back. It's just when you have these type of injuries to two superstars and you only have two superstars, and then we're this close to the playoffs, it's going to be a play-in tournament. It's a lot of things that are working against us that normally wouldn't. And we did win the championship in a bubble last year with no traveling. Traveling is back, and that's going to play a toll as well. You think about this if you're a Laker fan. Two of the top teams in the Western Conference play in altitude, and you're probably going to have to play both of them on the road to get to the championship games. So that is a thing. That is not nothing to poo-poo. Utah and Denver play in altitude. That makes you more tired. That makes your muscles tight. That makes your lungs a little heavy. So even though a guy like LeBron James conditioned himself all this time to be immune to that kind of thing, when you're fighting back from injury, different story. Simply a different story, even for a superhuman like Bron. So, yeah, keep that in mind, everybody. We are going to have to go into some arenas that are not going to be comfortable, even though they're not going to be packed full of fans in theory, though they may. We're still going to have to play in some ridiculous altitude if we run into Utah and Denver, for which may both be in front of us at some point, if we are lucky enough to even make the playoffs right now. So our team looks bad, not surprising. I've said it a million times. If guys go down, you're probably going to lose the next couple games. Hopefully we can get our cohesiveness together. Hopefully we can get what we do together in time to go along with whoever we sign in the buyout market or whatever trade we make, so that we can be able to withstand slower comeback timing for LeBron and AD, or re-injuries or something like that, even though I don't think you come back from that. So that's why it's so important they take their time. They have to take their time. I can't stress this enough, because if they do get re-injured, we're done. And this could be a KD situation. You saw what happened when he came back from his knee. Turned into an Achilles, did it not? And then he was out for how long? Like the entire next season and half of the season after that? And then he still ain't back. Let's just be honest. KD still ain't really back. He's missed over a month of the season right now. So, yeah, you don't want that to be Anthony Davis. You don't want that to be LeBron James if you're the Lakers. You can't afford that if you're the Lakers. So, anyway, it's time for me to get out of here. My weekend is upon me. It's been a long week. Thank you guys for watching and rocking with me. And I'm going to keep this going, man. We got the trade deadline on the way, so I'm just getting started. My name is BDF44. Thank you guys for watching. I'm out.